Hey party people, welcome back. As you can see, I'm showing you some of my card show pickups, but this isn't the card show I normally go to. This one was on a Saturday, and good lord, it was huge, at least compared to the ones I've been to, and it was packed. There were tons of people in there, tons of vendors, and thousands of cards, and good lord, some of the prices on these things. There were people with some pretty deep pockets. I believe it was that big and popular because a lot of guys are getting ready to go out to Chicago for the National. I believe the National's in Chicago. Anyway, they were gearing up for that, so they were spending tons of money. One guy I was talking to was picking up a lot of LeBrons and a lot of Brady stuff. He spent about 20 grand, all right? There were some people there with some pretty big freaking pockets, and they were spending money. My pockets, not so deep. I spent about $150, so I'm going to show you what I picked up at the show for about 150 bucks. These were both from the same vendor, but I want to leave things a mystery. First off, this is a Phillip Rivers game use patch, followed by an LT, the newer one, LaDainian Tomlinson game used patch, followed by another fun patch for me because I always liked him. Corey Dillon. You can see he was traded to the Patriots, but this was still, I believe, a Bengals patch. But either way, he was at least one Super Bowl with the Patriots. These were all game used. He wanted $5 a piece for these. And he also had this right here. This Shaq rookie card. Jeez, I love Shaq. Anyway, he had a $25 price tag on this, so it was $40 total. I was able to get the whole thing, the card and the 3 game-used jerseys for 30 bucks. The guy worked with me. It was great. This alone is worth about $30, at least it was at the time I looked it up. So it was basically paying full price for this and getting these for free, which, you know, was more than happy to. Like I said, love Shaq, and I'm going to hold on to that one unless someone wants to offer me some money, which no one ever does, so I'm going to keep it. Next up is another guy I never have a problem collecting. It's Ken Griffey Jr. It is a rookie card, and it's a PSA 9. I got this card for $20, and this is another one that's running around $30 right now. Why is it only $30? It's not the popular rookie. If you can see here, it is a rookie card, but it's not as popular rookie, and, well, there's a lot of them, and it's a PSA 9. A PSA 10 is still actually pretty affordable. I think the PSA 10 of this card was like $100, but didn't have that kind of time. Didn't actually see this in a PSA 10, but for $20, Ken Griffey rookie, I thought that was an easy choice. Speaking of easy choices, Mookie Betts rookie card. This was a PSA 7. I paid $10 for this. I think this card raw is more than $10. So if I cracked this out of the case and tried to sell it raw, I'd get more money. But I'm going to leave it in the case for now. It's another one of those. It's not the super popular rookie, but it is a rookie of Mookie Betts, and it's graded. Like I said, worst case scenario, crack it open and sell the card raw. But Mookie Betts is a guy I'm starting to pay a lot more attention to. It took me a while to get around to him, even though he was a Red Sox for forever. Thought he was good, not great, and, you know, I could be wrong. You know, might be time to start picking up his rookies whenever I can find them and can afford them. Which, $10, I can afford that. Next up, this guy was actually getting beaten up by these like 10-year-old kids in a negotiation. Felt like a hostage negotiation. The kids were trying to buy a card with it, you know, using a trade and a little bit of cash. They ended up wearing the guy down. So when I found this card at his booth, this was all happening right next to me. I went, here's the $4 and I won't beat you up. So I overpaid for this, but it is a Hall of Famer. It is numbered to 99. and it's a game used patch. Alright, so it's a game used patch of a Hall of Fame player. For $4, I mean, it's little money, and I did kind of feel bad for the guy. He said he wasn't having a great show yet. He was doing a great job buying stuff, but not a great job selling. So I just gave him the $4. The $4 may have meant more to him than me, so I was fine with that. This next one is one I'm kind of regretting. There were some really cool cards in here, but the person really wasn't budging on the price. I didn't comp several of them. I did comp a couple of them, but they were cards I wanted. They were cards I could hold on to. There was one card that I know I'm going to try and sell, probably throw it up on eBay after this video comes out. But this whole stack, the sticker price they wanted was $110-ish, and I got it for $85. So, you know, take about $2 off each card, and let's see what I got. First, it's a Bowman first of Fernando Tatis. Can't remember what this card's going for. I think it's like $5 or $6, which is right around what I paid for it. But you know what? I don't think he was actually cheating. I don't think he was actually using, steroids like Mark McGwire or Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, all those guys. I think he was using some sort of substance that MLB flagged as, an illegal steroid or something. And I really think he just wasn't paying attention. Young players tend to not pay attention to stuff like that. So, I hope he's got a long, successful career ahead of him. And if he does, this could be worth a bit more than the $5 or $6 I paid for it. Speaking of long, successful careers, this guy's had a pretty successful one. And if he can keep going for a couple years, it's another game-used future Hall of Famer patch. Can't complain. He's one of the guys I like. NL MVP last year, so I think he's got a couple good seasons left in him, and if he can keep it up, he will be a Hall of Famer. Here's a Bowman Chrome first of Bobby Witt. It's another one where I basically paid what it was worth. And it is in the hopes. He's a good young player. He's certainly very popular in the card collecting community. So hopefully, this will go up a little bit in value. It's just the regular Bowman Chrome first, but it's a pretty good player. Worst case scenario, he flops, and I didn't really spend that much on it. Same thing with this one, Jordan Lawler. I did take some risks, but I mean, most people agree Bobby Witt's a good player and should have a long career. Jordan Lawler's another one that people were high on him for a long time, and he was popular. It's his Bowman Chrome firsts. He's not Drew Jones, who's the it guy. He's not Jackson Holliday, who was the guy, but he was the guy at one point. Jordan Lawler, another good prospect. Hopefully he'll have a long, good career. Speaking of good guys, Rafi Devers. He's a good ball player. I think most of these are baseball. But good Lord. This was cheap, so I grabbed this. Rafi Devers, Bowman first, for a couple bucks. Done. He's well on his way to having a great career. He just got paid $300 million. So Jesus, he better have a good career. So that money's guaranteed, so hopefully get our money's worth. Speaking of money's worth, here is the Hall of Famer Mariano Rivera, and it's a short print. I believe this one was about $10, and I paid like $7 for it. But Mariano Rivera, love him or hate him, he was a monster. Alright, hate the Yankees, but I actually really liked Mariano Rivera. Great competitor. I feel the same about Derek Jeter. So Derek Jeter rookies, if I can get them, I usually try. Great player. 100% deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. It's actually a shame he was the first Hall of Famer to get a unanimous vote into the Hall of Fame since Babe Ruth. Like, Babe Ruth was great. There were other great players, all right? Who cares if it's unanimous or not? If it's unanimous, great. Everyone agrees he was an all-time player. Mariano Rivera was, and he deserved it. Joey Votto, game used patch. Another guy who, if he just keeps going a couple more years, like everything says, he should have the stats to make the Hall. A lot of videos I've watched on YouTube say that he's a borderline guy that should make it. So hopefully he doesn't get thrown out of a million games and he can stay in and make the Hall. So that would be another cheap patch of a Hall of Famer. So that's great. Speaking of cheap patches of Hall of Famers, this is from Immaculate. Nice set. It's a game used patch and it's numbered 3 of 49. And it's a color match too. Immaculate red. I think those are the ones to 49. And that looks like, well, it's Angels, it's Cardinals, it doesn't matter. Oh, it says LA, so it's Angels. But no doubt in my mind, he'll be another first ballot Hall of Famer. Another guy that, you know what, should be unanimous. I thought this card was just really pretty. It is a Mojo stained glass, so it's numbered to 199, and it's of Juan Soto. Good young player, having another good year. Or, I mean, his year started rough, but he's been getting better. But a numbered card of a popular player and in a popular insert, I'll take it. This is the card that I'm kind of regretting buying, and it's the one I'm very likely to sell right on eBay in the next couple days. Right here, you have a Bowman. What does that say? I forgot. Scouts. Oh my God. I can't even read. Scouts Breakouts. It's a rookie auto numbered to 99 from Bowman Chrome of Matt Olson. So that's from 2014. I saw this card online selling for right around $30 pretty consistently, and they were asking $20. So I got it for like 17 or 18 bucks. I figured, hey, I could flip that and make a quick 8 or 10 bucks on it. I really don't want to think like that. I really just want to buy cards that I want. And you know, if I do sell it, great. If not, oh no, twist my arm. I get to keep a card that I wanted. This was a little bit of a risk for me because this is a card I don't want it. And if I can't sell it, I'm stuck with it. And I paid almost 20 bucks for it. I'm not super deep pockets. 20 bucks means something to me. This was a good one though. See that guy in the middle? Think you've heard of him. These guys on the sides too are also, you know, high prospects. But Ellie De La Cruz. This is from 2022 Topps Heritage Minor Leagues. This card is like 15 or 20 bucks. And it had an $8 price tag that I got for like $6. So that's the kind of investments I want to do. You know, a card that I actually want to keep this. Ellie De La Cruz. Check out YouTube. Type in his name. Stealing 3 bases on 2 pitches. Like, the guy is unbelievable. He's so much fun to watch. I'm holding on to this because I think he's a really fun player. If he turns out he's nothing, I don't care. You know, didn't spend a lot of money, and he was a ton of fun to watch. I'm getting my money's worth watching him. Speaking of getting my money's worth, yeah, we'll just flip that. There we go. I was real happy to pick up, have you heard that name before? Michael Trout. I think I've heard of him once or twice. Paid about $10 for this card. It's actually right around what this card's going for on eBay, which I thought was a little surprising. Because I remember seeing these for a lot more than $10. But I guess that was a while ago. So I picked this up for 10 bucks. It's a minor league card from 2010 of Mike Trout from the Cedar Rapids Colonels. Yeah, from Millville, New Jersey, the Millville Meteor. There we go. Great card. It was in very good condition. That mark, I don't believe is... Oh, that mark might actually be on the card. I don't know. I thought it was on the sleeve. Doesn't matter. These cards are going for 10, 12 bucks all day. PSA 10s of this are only going for like $100, a little over $100. Which again, surprised me, but Anything Mike Trout, yeah, I'm going to try and get my hands on it. And the last card, you know I'm a sucker for patches. These are game used patches. It's numbered. We got a surefire Hall of Famer and one guy who, if you know, 5 years ago would have been hell yeah Hall of Famer, but you know, he's had his ups and his downs, but he's been fairly consistent. So if he can keep going, who knows? This is from 2021 Topps Tribute. And again, no doubt Hall of Famer. Scherzer's been in the league for damn near 20 years. You know, I think he's at 16 years, 17 years, something like that. And he's still a fantastic pitcher in his advanced age. I think he might be 2 years older than me. But anyway, that was the pickups of this card show. I had fun showing you guys. If you have a chance, please go out and check out your local card shows. You never know what you're going to find. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Like, you know, buy what you like. The shows are a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of really nice people. And you get to pick up stuff here or there. You know, learn this tip. Or, you know, bring your kids too, because they learn how to negotiate. You know, they're good. Those are good business skills to have. They were kids. They're wheeling and dealing. I thought that was fantastic. Some of them wheeling and dealing better than the adults. Like I said, this one kid beating up this other guy to try and get a card for the price he wanted to pay. That's a useful skill in life. And he got that skill from buying and selling cards. I see no downside to that. So check out your local card shows. You never know what you're going to find, and you never know who you're going to meet. I had a ton of fun showing you. If you had fun watching, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.